Hello? Hello, hello? There it is. Okay, I don't know. I don't know why my mic always does that. I'm trying to listen to myself in the recording here. Hello? There we go.
Hello?
Okay, cool. So let's go back to music. Let's make sure music is good. I'm trying to listen to myself in the recording here. It's also funny seeing how late the the delay is. Hello? There we go. Okay, cool. So let's go back to music. This is funny. I'm watching myself watch myself right now. I know that you guys can't see it. It's also funny seeing how late the delay is. There we go. Okay, cool. This is funny. I'm watching myself watch myself right now. I know that you guys can't see it. It's also funny seeing how late the delay is. Are you guys even listening? Like, can you guys even hear the music? No, this audio is super quiet. Oh, he's going crazy. Like, can you guys even hear the music? No, this audio is super quiet. Oh, there we go. Crazy. That sounds pretty good. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, now we're in. Now we're like here and everything. It only took 4 minutes. Hi. Thanks so much for coming in. Thanks for being a part of this. I am editing my next Uncharted video, and I'm probably just gonna be doing like a super big one. It's gonna be like, I'm hoping to get through a lot of this video because I know I'm a little behind on doing this, and for like once, I don't have like anything to do today, which is great. And normally I feel really bad about like not having anything to do because I'm like, oh, I should be doing something like for my clients. But I've been doing so much for my clients the past week that I haven't done any of my video. So now I get to have the full day to just work on this whole thing as if I'm my own client, and that feels really good. Okay, so without further ado, let's do this. Oh, right, hold on. With a little more ado, I forgot to tweet about this or whatever. It's not called tweeting. It's called skeeting or whatever. Threadsing. Editing through my next Uncharted video now. See you in chat. My next Uncharted video now. Hoping to do this for a while today. So join me in chat. And let's go here, boop. There we go. And let's go to threads. Post. If you guys don't know, I do have Blue Sky and Threads and Instagram and all that good stuff. And actually, one of my fucking threads just popped off the other day. It's got 6.8 thousand likes, which is the most likes literally any of my own things have gotten. So if you like to see maybe kind of funny stuff, you should go follow me on there. Totally cool if you don't though. Cool. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? So I need my script. So that way I can kind of just follow along what I'm doing, or if I have any. Actually, here, we'll just have this here for everyone to see, and I'll just keep it up. Okay, so what I've done so far is I have gone through all the takes from uh, the last time I did all this, which was like a week ago, recorded this, and found the good ones. It's a little short right now, coming in at like just under 9 minutes, but that's fine. It's gonna beef out a little bit with montages and um, when I actually like kind of find the pacing, you know. Oh, such a sweet kitty. I have my kitten is napping in my lap right now, so I'll try not to move as much, so that way, so as to not disturb her. Yeah, so I like never do the intro first. The like any of it. I try to start just at like the first chapter because that's just easier for me to do. And then I'm also able to kind of figure out like the vibe of the video, you know? So I can kind of see like what moments are good or bad and just put them at the beginning. But I only really know what all that looks like once I've done the video. So this is the intro. This part here is chapter 10. This is 11. This is 12, super short. And then literally all of this up to like here, I think, is chapter 13, which is crazy. Chapter 13 was just really fucking long. Okay, so first things first, I need to mask out me and crop myself out, and then put that, like get the green screen going. Okay, so we need Ultra key, where's effects? No clip selected. Clip is selected. Okay. Clear. Ultra key. So I like to. It's like one for the shoulder, one for the side, or one for the elbow, one for the side, one for the shoulder. Just above eye line, cap it off, and then repeat that on the other side. And I think kind of getting this like egg shape is best. Okay. So now that we're here, color is that guy. Does that mean I need to crop this? Yeah. I feel like I don't need to do that. What am I thinking of? I think I just need to crop it in like the same. Sorry, I'm not the smartest person. And I, only kind of do this per video, so apologies. There we go. Okay. So now let's scale this up to just 105, so that way that bottom part doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, just do 105. Let's go back to here. We'll crop that in just a little bit, so that way, it looks nice. You don't see any of that green behind them. Okay, that's opacity. Let's go back to Ultra key. And then what I like to do is see the alpha channel, which tells us white versus black, and then you kind of just fix it from there. So here I'm looking to get like a really solid line, and it looks like 35 might be it. Here, let's make this bigger. This is what I'm dealing with. I'm trying to get as solid of an outline as I can. If I do 40, okay, 45, I'm starting to cut out some of my microphone there, but I think that's actually good. Let's do 50. Yeah, I think it actually had it pretty good at 45. What are highlights? All right, 0 highlights, shadow. Can cut out some shadow. What does 25 look like? That's pretty good. What does 20 look like? What is 25? Like, is that bad? If I go back to composite, I do have this great border happening. Ah, that is what is. It honestly looks like I'm backlit or something. Like, that's kind of cool, I guess. I guess we want some of that. 25, 30, 35, 40. This is all what what's it called? This is all video editing is. Just like doing this over and over and over again. Setting. Let's do aggressive. That's pretty good. Yeah, I like raising pedestal all the way up. If it thinks 40 is best, then I usually want to trust it. Ooh, that looks very good. What is that though? What's happening here? Is that the mask? If I just do that, does that get rid of it? Yeah, it does. Ooh, that looks good, man. Clean up. Alpha. So 10 is where it was at. Just kind of shrinks me a little bit. 50 looks good. I mean, that part of my hair is always going to be weird. Thinks 10. Oh, I see it in the microphone there. Go back to alpha channel. Yeah, I mean, that really only just helps the microphone. And it looks like about 80 helps it enough. 85, yeah, okay. So we don't want that. We want a lower midpoint. Composite. $50. 60 is bad. All right, so let's go back to 50. That looks pretty good. The lighting is actually pretty even on me this time, which is nice. Well, I don't really need to do color correction or anything. I think all that's fine. Okay. So now I get to copy the mask and the ultra key into every single one of these clips. Every single one. Okay. So let's just start with the opacity mask. And what I'm doing is I just controlled C'd it, copied, and now I'm control Ving paste. Pretty normal thing. So like, see, opacity with its mask is there. Control V, now Ultra key is there. It's that simple. And obviously I'm gonna have to adjust it as I like move my hands and stuff, but I'd rather do that on an individual basis and have this like really good template than have to try to readjust it every time. There we go. All right, that wasn't that difficult. My kitty is dreaming. She's twitching her head and her paws. I wonder what she's dreaming about. But anyway, so like, how does this look? Trying to beat Uncharted on brutal difficulty, and we're starting here on chapter 10 with 716 deaths per chamber. So for chapter 11, you just hop this railing and that's what it's like to be. There's something happening at the bottom of the screen here. I don't know what. Oh, it's because I zoomed in. This one is zoomed into 105, right? I was like, what's happening at the bottom? You mean the thing that you specifically did at the beginning? So that way the bottom wouldn't look weird like it does in all your previous ones? Yes. Okay, there we go. Actually have much of an issue with this ammo. So I slowly took out every enemy one by one. All of this looks great. And I finally made it out after like 20 deaths. So what do you think? Did you find this arena just as difficult as I did? Let me know in the comments below. Another thing I didn't want to waste. See, like that's cutting me off there, but like that's just fine. Okay. Where's the gameplay footage? Gameplay. There we go. I don't know how I'm gonna make the shorts if I'm being real. Like, I know I'm supposed to. I just have not thought through like what that actually looks like, nor do I really have the time to make them. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out. But hopefully this goes. Oh, excuse me. Hopefully this goes, okay. Going for like 20 minutes already. You're okay, Miss Cutie. Shh. Keep sleeping. You're okay. I'm sorry, I know this isn't entertaining for you, but this is entertaining for me. She deserves love. She deserves some pets. Wouldn't have gotten a cat if I didn't want to love her. Okay. Chapter 10, which I assume is like right there. Why is there a marker there? Yeah. Okay. Oh, is this chapter 10? Yeah, this is chapter 10. Okay. I see. Good girl. Okay. So what do I say here? by walking up some stairs. Chapter 10 starts by walking up some stairs and going into your first little firefight. Surprisingly, I didn't actually have much of an issue with this fight at all. I had some really well-placed headshots, and I even threw a grenade to get the enemy above me. Then, for the first of many times this episode... Okay. We're starting here on chapter 10. So this is screenshot 1.4 start. Where did that just save to? Pictures, assets, perfect. Oop. I guess not that you guys couldn't see any of that stuff, but just in case there's something else that you shouldn't see, you know? Okay. Pictures, assets. .4 start. Here it is. I'm dumb. Do I already have an assets folder? I do not. Assets. Start. Okay. This is gonna have blur, Gaussian blur, effects. 45. What else I need to do? Raise this whole thing up. Put that underneath so that way I'm on top of it. Still finds new and exciting ways to make me regret getting this trophy. Yeah, that looks great. Chapter. Hi, I'm Matt York, and I'm trying to beat Uncharted on brutal difficulty, and we're starting here on Chapter 10 with 716 deaths already. Chapter 10 starts by walking up some stairs and going into your first little firefight. Surprising. Chapter 10, the Customs House. Skip movie. Said going up some stairs into your first little firefight. I even say I don't have much of an issue with it. Just shown by how I take out the first guy. Oh, I need to move this up one more. There we go. So that way this there. So that way this can go there. Did I just cut something off? No, luckily not. Alright. Chapter 10 starts by walking up some stairs and going into your first little firefight. Surprisingly, I didn't actually have much of an issue with this fight at all. I had some really well-placed headshots. Yeah, we can... Chapter 10 starts by walking up... Oh, see, I miss all of the stairs. Chapter 10 starts by walking up some stairs and going into your first little firefight. Surprisingly, I didn't actually have much of an issue with this fight at all. So where do I... with this fight at all? That's pretty good. Okay. Well-placed headshots. I even manage to take out or throw a grenade to take out the guy. Yeah, see, you see him? You can't get me, that's good. Alright, that was a headshot. Pretty good. Headshot. Headshot. Ooh. Spicy triple headshot. Hi, baby. You done with my lap now? Good girl. Okay, so this is 3 headshots. Probably just gonna use 2 of them though. Lower that. Do that. There we go. Get me. I had some really well placed headshots, and I even threw a grenade to get the enemy above me. Then I think I'm gonna have to do like a quick thing. Okay. Well, I guess hide this layer so that way I can see this headshot. Let's do that. So that's that guy. And then delete all this. Really well placed headshots, and I even threw a grenade. And I even threw a grenade. This fight at all. I had some really well placed headshots. So this can go to here. That can go to there. This fight at all. I had some really well placed headshots, and I even threw a There we go. Okay. And then even threw a grenade to get the guy above me. That doesn't last very long. Hope I got him. I even threw a grenade to get the enemy above me. Then, for the first of I think that's actually pretty good. I even threw a grenade to get the enemy above me. Then I do want to see some of that arc. Threw a grenade. I even threw a grenade to get the enemy above me. Then, for the first of many, I kind of like that it just ends like that at all. I had some really well placed headshots. I had some really well placed headshots, and I even threw a grenade to get the enemy above me. Then, for the first of many times, this episode, I collected all the ammo, turned a wheel, skipped a cutscene, and immediately hit the ground running. Oh, boy. Wait, there's a lock on the door first. Okay. Don't know why I'm doing that. Meant to do that. Here we go. I The first of many times this episode. Yo, welcome back, dude. Collected all the ammo, turned a wheel. Collect ammo, turn wheel, skip cutscene. Welcome back, Arthur. I hope you're doing good. How has your day been? Thanks for joining me. I am just editing my next Uncharted video. I know it's been like a week. I said it was going to be a couple days and it's been a week, but oh well, life happens. But I had like nothing else to do, so I'm hoping to just like edit through this whole video, because I've already gotten all the good takes. It's been good. How about you? I'm doing okay, man. I'm doing all right. Like I said, I'm sorry that I haven't been working on this like I thought I was going to be, but it's because I've been like working for my other clients, and that's been pretty cool to be getting paid. But that means that I have like nothing to do today, like nothing for my clients to do today, which means I get to treat myself like a client, and that feels super cool. So now I get to just edit my own video for all of today. So I'm hoping to just knock out as much of this as I can. I want just to say hi because I'm out with friends. Oh, dude, I really appreciate that. You didn't have to interrupt being with friends to hang out. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I hope to be streaming later, dude. Like I said, I have this whole 10-minute video, or little less than 10-minute video. And I don't know the next time I'm going to just get like a full day to work on my own stuff. So I hope to be working on this for a while. So go hang out with your friends. Go like be a human. And then come hang out later if I'm still here, which I should be. See ya, dude. Have fun, man. Thanks for stopping in. Hope I got him. Collect a bunch of ammo. And oh yeah, here's ammo. Actually, yeah, I can do this. Okay, like, so I pick up this AK. No, AK. And then I pick that up. Ammo, thank you. Okay. Yeah, I did. Alright, and you have some ammo. No. Oh, okay. Ammo. I do say this whole thing very quickly, so I don't know why I'm putting this much time into it. Ammo. There we go. Collect some ammo. Turn a wheel. Turn a wheel, skip a cutscene. Oh, well, I guess I can just kind of, let's just do that. Let's see how that works. Me above me. Then, for the first of many times, headshot, and I even threw a grenade to get the enemy above me. Then, for the first of many times this episode, so I can actually let all of this breathe a little bit more. That's what I'm learning. Above me. Then, for the first of many times, I just don't like where it, like, I basically turn away, you know? Then, for the first of many times this episode, I collected all the ammo, turned. So this needs to end like there. Then, for the first of many times this episode, I collected all the ammo, turned a wheel, collected all the ammo, turned a wheel, skipped a cutscene. And immediately hit the ground running. Oh, wait, there's a lock on the door first. Immediately hit the ground running. The ammo, turned a wheel, skipped a cutscene, and immediately hit the ground running. Wheel, skipped a cutscene, and immediately hit the ground running. Skip. Ugh. Running. Skip. Ugh. Wait, there's a lock on the door first. Yeah. Always a lock on the door. There we go. So this part first. Always a lock. Okay, so I'm trying to line this part up so that way it comes in just after I speak, but it's not like interrupting. There's a lock on the door first. Always a lock on the door. There's a lock on the door. They thought they were so They thought they were so clever that you always on the door. They thought they were so clever that you always always a lock on the door. They thought they were so clever. That's pretty good. So this is where I need it to pause 1.4 chapter 10. What is our referencing? Okay, now 1.4 chapter 10 project assets. Make that really small. Fit that guy in there. Hit the ground running. Oh, wait. Okay, so I need to cut a bunch of this out. Immediately hit the ground running. Oh, wait, there's a lock on the door first. Okay, well hold on. Do I even really need this then? If I can just like... Immediately hit the ground running. Oh, wait. Okay, so let's do that a bit. Skipped a cutscene. Turned a wheel, skipped a cutscene, and immediately hit the ground running. Oh, wait. There's a lock on the door first. Always a lock on the door. It's like just a single frame that's being weird. Or that duplicates or something. Oh. Oh, wait. the ground running. Oh, wait. There's a lock on the door for it. And immediately hit the ground running. Oh, wait. There's a lock. Oh, wait. There's a lock. I don't think anyone's gonna notice. Oh. Oh, wait. There's a ground running. Oh. Especially if I do that. Hit the ground running. Oh, wait, there's a lock on the door first. Always a lock on the door. They thought they were so clever. Cool. They were so clever. There we go. That's what. They thought they were so clever. That's what I'm saying, dude. Off the door. But then I hit, dude. But then I hit the ground running and jumping, and I even managed to shoot off the next lock. But then I literally hit the ground. Okay. This would kind of be great if... That's what I'm saying, dude. But then I hit the ground running and jumping, and I even managed to shoot... That's great. And jumping, and I even managed... Oh, that's great. That's great. That's great. Because I can just extend this. Delete all of that. Bring that back. Is that where I died? Did I miss it? No, okay. Yo, Grap Hun, if you're still in the chat, thanks for coming in. How you doing? Sorry, I gotta switch between Twitch and YouTube chats. You know what? I probably should just make that two separate things. But hey, how's it going? Thanks so much for coming in. Thanks for joining me. How are you doing today, dude? Like actually though, even managed to shoot off the other lock thing, and I even managed to shoot off the next lock. But then I literally hit the ground. Okay, that's good. Did I just move it? No, okay. This is 17. Let's add in dinging, music, clips, Ding. Yep, that's the ding I was looking for. Okay. Stop. There we go. Okay. So ding can go there. But I gotta do that and then cut that. Okay. Hit the ground. Okay. Hit the ground. And normally it won't. It's not going to be that loud in the end product. That's just I do all the sound mixing at the end. I do all the sound mixing at the end just because it's easier to kind of just focus on different parts at once instead of trying to master everything all at the same time. And also because it just takes a long time for Premiere to like process stuff. So if tell it to process all the audio and then I'm continuing to mess with all the audio, it just takes longer to process. I'd rather just get everything done and then have it process it all at the end. So what am I saying now? Hit the ground. Cool. First death this episode is actually to fall damage. Awesome. Awesome. Actually, though, I do manage to make it on the next life, and oh, that's it for chapter 10. I guess I moved swiftly into chapter 11, and you'll see why I call this the torture chamber. And oh, that's it for chapter 10. Wait, where did... life, and oh, that's it for chapter 10. I guess I moved swiftly into chapter 11, and you'll see why I call this the torture chamber. There we go. I do manage to get it on my next life, is what I say. Cool. First death this episode is actually to fall damage. Awesome. Actually, though, I do... I kind of do like that. Damage. Awesome. Actually, though, I do... How much of this? Death this episode is actually the ground. Cool. First death this episode is actually to fall damage. Awesome. Actually, though... Awesome. Then... let's go to here. If you guys are just joining, thanks so much for coming in, and if you've been a part of it, thanks so much for following. We are going through my next Uncharted video on Brutal, so it probably looks a little weird, but this is, I like showing behind the scenes. I like, you know, just, I'd be sitting here anyway, not talking to anyone, so might as well just throw the camera on and see what people come in. I do a series where I try to be Uncharted on Brutal, and this is what it looks like. This is what the non-glamorous parts look like. There we go. Where's the rest of the fucking video? Hello? How far back is this? Oh, shit. What the fuck? What happened? Where the torture chamber? Where the fuck is the rest of the video? Don't save, I guess. What the hell? Okay. So we're here. That sucks. Is there a... Where does this autosave? 723. Okay, I'm looking for 724. At 12:15. 12:09. 12:03. Let's try 11:42. So this was... I just want to know the full name of this. This was at 11:57. We still have the rest of the video. That's great. Okay, let's try the next one. Which was at 12:03. That's better. Let's try the next one. This happens sometimes, and it's really annoying. $12.09. Okay, so somewhere in between 12:03 and 12:09, everything got fucked up, I guess. So let's just go back to 12:03. That's crazy, man. Ugh. Okay. That sucks. That turns out I don't need that at all. Turns out we can skip a lot of that. Turns out that all of that doesn't need to exist. Running. Oh, wait. There. Immediately hit the ground running. Oh, wait. Ground running. Oh, wait. There's a lock on the door first. Is that too quick? Do I say that now too quick? Ground running. Oh, wait. There's a... Turned a wheel, skipped a cutscene, and immediately hit the ground running. Oh, wait, there's a lock on the door first. Always a lock on the door. I thought they were so... There we go, okay. And jumping, and I even managed to shoot off the next lock. But then I literally hit the ground. Cool. 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 First death this episode is actually to fall damage. Alright, back on track. Actually, though, I do manage to make it on the next life, and... Oh, that's it. And... Oh, that's it for Chapter 10. I guess I move swiftly into Chapter 11, and you'll see why... And you'll see why I call this the torture chamber. So, for... Chapter 11... Okay. So I think that's... like, fine now. That can be deleted. On the door. They thought they were so clever. That's what... They were so clever. Clever ends there. Alright. There we go. That's what I'm saying, dude. But then I hit the ground. I'm pretty sure this, like... running and jumping. And I even managed to shoot off it. And I even... There we go. Gameplay should be down here. There. And I even managed to shoot off the next... Okay. And I even managed to shoot off the next one. But then I literally hit the ground. Cool. That was cool. First death this episode is actually to fall damage. Awesome. Really actually, though, I... This is 17, and we need the ding. Yeah, okay. Nope. videos, music, clips, ding, copy, paste. There. 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 All right. Cool. So we're getting closer to where we were. So I might take a small bathroom break when I finally get caught up. Actually though, I do manage to make it on the next life, and oh, that. Yeah, and I play this all the way through to Nathan Drake dying. Great. This is gonna be horribly long, but that's the point. Actually though, I do manage to make it on the next life, and oh, that's it. Nope. Actually though, I do manage to fall damage. Awesome. Actually though, I do manage to make it on the next life, and oh, that's it. For chapter 10. I guess I moved swiftly into chapter 11, and you'll see why I call this the torture chamber. So, for chapter 11, you just hop this railing, and...
Oh, that was it.
So basically, I want this to start here. Chamber. So, for chapter... I guess I moved swiftly into chapter next life, and oh, that's it for chapter 10. I guess I moved swift. Is that lining up? Yep, okay. That's it for chapter 10. I guess I moved swiftly into chapter 11, and you'll see why I call this the torture chamber. So, for chapter 11, you just hop this railing, and over here. That's what it's like to be on the other side of James Bond's red. For chapter 11, you just hop... Call this the torture chamber. So, for chapter 11, you just hop this railing. So this should back up just a little bit. Chapter 11, you just hop this railing. And oh, that's it for chapter 10. I guess I moved swiftly into chapter 11, and you'll see why I call this the torture chamber. So for chapter 11, actually, that could be a fun moment where I'm just like, oh, that's it for chapter 11. So for chapter 11,
oh, that was it. All right. Oh, that was.
Yeah, so this can basically move there. And oh, that's it for chapter 10. I guess I moved swiftly into chapter. And oh, that's it for chapter 10. I guess I moved swiftly into chapter 11, and you'll see why I call this the torture chamber.
Oh, that was it. All right, chapter 11.
Who's this now?
So for chapter 11, you just hop this railing, and oh.
chapter 11.
So for chapter
Who's this
11,
now?
just hop this railing and
That's not one
oh,
of these.
that's and
That's not one of
chapter 11,
That's not
just
one of
hop this
these.
railing and I think this should be okay. And oh, that's what it's
Whoa.
like to be on the other side of James Bond's reticles. Good to know. But as it turns, side of James Bond's reticles.
Maybe
Good
there's
to
probably
know.
a dude right.
Okay. I think that is great. That's chapter 10 done. It's only been an hour actually. And half of that I fucked up. Alright, let's watch chapter 10. See what we think of it. Then I'll probably take a short break here. Ready. Oh. Well, yeah, I don't want to see myself yet. Chapter 10 starts by walking up some stairs and going into your first little firefight. Surprisingly, I didn't actually have much of an issue with this fight at all. I had some really well-placed headshots, and I even threw a grenade to get the enemy above me. Then, for the first of many times this episode, I collected all the ammo, turned a wheel, skipped a cutscene, and immediately hit the ground running. Oh, wait, there's a lock on the door first.
Always a lock on the door. They thought they were so clever.
That's what I'm saying, dude. But then I hit the ground running
This part.
and jumping, and I even managed to shoot off the
I
next
guess
lock.
it run.
But then I
Wait.
literally
Okay.
hit
Well.
the ground. Cool.
That was
First death this episode is
I think I'm just straight
actually
up not
fall
supposed to-
damage.
I don't
Awesome.
really know.
Actually, though, I do
Hey,
manage to make it on the next life, and oh, that's it for chapter 10. I guess I move swiftly into chapter 11, and you'll see why I call this the torture chamber.
Oh, that was it. All right, chapter 11.
Who's this now?
So for chapter 11,
That's not
just
one of
hop this
these.
railing and oh, that's what it's
Whoa.
like to be on the other side of James Bond's reticles.
Maybe
Good
there's
to
probably.
know. All right, that was good. I forgot to do the thing. There it is. Okay. I gotta add the sound, the ding, because otherwise I'm just gonna forget. There we go. The way I'm able to just drag it across like that, how like it was here, and then I was able to duplicate it just over here, is by holding Alt. I just Alt drag. So instead of just like dragging something, you know, you can hold Alt, hold the Alt key, and then move it, and it just creates a duplicate. Pretty simple. But okay, I will be right back. I'm going to use the restroom, take a small break, and I'll be back in a couple minutes. Yeah, I'll just put the break thing on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Sorry for everyone there. I was just putting my coffee mug away and using the restroom. We're back. We're gonna keep editing. We're already through chapter 10, which is good. It's like the first 2 minutes. I guess not even the first 2 minutes. It's closer to a minute or something. It's at 40 seconds to a minute 45. Yeah, so it's like exactly 1 minute of footage. Because the first 40 seconds are going to be the intro, or however long it eventually ends up being. Is my hair okay? Every time I put my headphones on, I always think it's making my hair look super weird. Just double checking my y'all can actually hear me? Yeah, okay, cool. Good girl. Good kitty. She's back in my lap. All right. Welcome in. Welcome to the chat, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me. Thanks for being a part of this. If you just got here, thanks so much for coming in. And if you've been a part of this for a bit, thanks so much for following. My name's Matt, and I'm trying to edit through like the entirety of my Uncharted video. I do a series. Well, right now, one series. Oh, it feels like I gotta sneeze. On excuse me. Oh. Sorry, guys. I just don't like to like blow my nose in front of people. I think it's the sound is just weird. Whatever. Anyway, I do a series on Uncharted where I'm trying to beat it on brutal, and I have beaten this game on brutal already. So I am editing through all the footage, and right now this is episode number 4. Woo! Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for joining me. I hope you like the music. Hope the sound levels are all right. Let me know if there's anything I can change or do better. Yeah. If I was smart, I would have put ice in my water before starting this. Okay, chapter 11. Sounds radical.
Maybe
Good to know. But as it turns out, the dragon sniper is actually really good if you hit your shots. I just don't. I don't know if we need this much pause, but I'll leave it for now. Oh, now I got hiccups. That's pretty good. Complete aim and a miss. Oh, but as it turns out, the dragon sniper is actually really good. Okay, so I guess I don't need to necessarily die here. I just need to show that I'm bad with the sniper. And all of this is with the fucking pistol. Of course it is. Come on, I know there's more sniper fails in here somewhere. Oh, it's a pretty good one. Okay. Let's bring that up. And we'll get this guy as well. Whoop.
Good to know.
But as it turns out, the dragon sniper. Yeah, that like single frame is actually way bit annoying. Let's put him in probably. But as it turns out, the dragon sniper is actually really good at hit your shots. I just. Oh yeah, I guess I say when I do say don't, I should probably find one if where like I die trying to do the sniper again. And what was the really good run? Do I say? That's the recap, chapter 11. 723 is the good run. Okay. Yeah, so that's this one. Come on, do I die to a sniper rifle again? Or while I'm holding the sniper again? No, I guess not. Rip. Really good at hit your shots. I just and I don't. Good to know. But as it turns out, the dragon sniper is actually really good at hit your shots. I just don't. And I was making good progress on this run. Okay, that's fine. Oh, right, it's right here. Yes, let me. So I'll show that this guy's shooting at me, and then collect a bunch of ammo, get him, and then I die. Oh shit. And I was making good progress on this run though, so I stupidly lowered my guard, and that meant I didn't see the last enemy who was. So I stupidly lowered my guard, and that meant I didn't see the last enemy who was hiding, so he completely lowered my guard, and that meant I didn't see the last. Then we can cut this all the way to like here, I guess. And I didn't see the last enemy who was hiding, so he completely frazzled me. Didn't see the last enemy who was hiding, so he completely frazzled me. Luckily. starting.
No.
So he completely frazzled me. Luckily, I got him, but that means I didn't see the second wave starting. And I didn't want completely frazzled me. Luckily, I got him, but that means I didn't see the second. Luckily, I got completely frazzled me. Luckily, I got him, but that means. There we go. Me. Luckily, I got him, but that means I didn't see the second wave starting, and so then they
Literally
got.
wouldn't.
It was actually this arena though, where I learned how to aim a little more accurately. Hi, Kitty.
Because both the Dragon Sniper and West.
Are you able to fill my water with ice? Since you know how to jump to the freezer, do you know how to open the freezer, put some ice into my water bottle, and give it back to me? No? Okay. I love you. Good kitty. Okay. It was actually this arena though, where I learned how to aim a little more accurately. Because both the Dragon Sniper and West 44 are one-hit kills, I didn't want to waste any ammo. So I slowly took out every enemy one by one, and I finally made it out after like 20 deaths. So what do you think? Did you find the... where do I... Stop. What, where do I make it out? $37 maybe? Yep. Stop, slushy. Okay. So that's like to right there. It was actually this arena that where I learned how to aim a little more accurately. Because both... I don't really talk about how this is a torture chamber much. I kind of just... sucks. Okay.
Literally wouldn't.
It was actually this arena though, where I learned how to aim a little more accurately. Because both the Dragon Sniper and West 44 are one-hit kills, I didn't want to waste any ammo. So I... Where do I grab the West 44? Am I making these kills too long?
It was actually this arena though, where I learned how to aim a little more accurate.
A little bit, yeah.
Sniper and West 44 are one hit. 44 are one hit kills. 44 are one hit kills. I didn't want.
Okay, not exactly the one-hit kills anymore, but that's how we do
Kills. I didn't want to waste any ammo.
Cool.
So I slowly took out every enemy one by one, and I finally made it out after like 20 deaths. So what do you think? Did you find this arena just as difficult as I did? Let me know in the comments below. Another thing I didn't want to waste.
That's pretty good.
Comments below.
Yeah, all that's done. Great.
It was actually this arena. Man, I didn't see
go.
the last enemy who was hiding,
No.
so he completely frazzled me. Luckily I got him, but that means I didn't see the second wave starting, and so then they got him. It was actually.
Yeah, okay. Let's do, let's bring that guy over again. Nope.
But that means I didn't see the second wave.
And you go there now.
Second wave starting, and so then they got him. It was actually this arena though, where I learned how to aim a little more accurately. Because both the Dragon Sniper and West 44 are one-hit kills, I didn't want to waste any ammo.
Cool.
So I slowly took out every enemy one by one, and I finally made it out after like 20 deaths. So what do you think? Did you find this arena just as difficult as I did? Let me know in the comments below. Another thing.
After that guy, I could cut. Just even to like right there, just that way. You know, there's the satisfaction of this guy dying. Cool. No
So I
slushy.
slowly took out every enemy one by one, and I finally made it out after like. Want to waste any ammo.
Cool.
So I slowly took out every enemy one by one, and I finally made it out after like 20 deaths. So what do you think? Did you find this arena just as difficult as I did? Let me know in the comments below. Another thing
Nice.
I didn't.
That's good. And I'm going to manually save right here, just in case. Just do it twice, in fact. Okay.
Another thing I didn't want to waste was time. So I turned a wheel to skip a cutscene to deal with some enemies on the stairs, to skip another cutscene to go into a cave to deal with more enemies, and then finally finished off the chapter.
Cool. I have Crazy Train stuck in my head. I think it's because of Ozzy's death. Rip. No, why did you do that? Move that way. Move that way. Let's do speed duration. Duration being... it's 4 minutes right now. And it needs to be slushy. So let's see, 229 to 243. 239 to 243 is like 4 seconds, 5 seconds. Speed duration. Let's do... boop. Fourteen seconds, chat. Scene duration 14. There we go.
Another thing I didn't want to waste was time. So I turned a wheel to skip a cutscene to deal with some enemies on the stairs, to skip another cutscene.
Oh, that slowed the whole fucking thing down. Speed duration. There we go.
Another thing I didn't want to waste was time. So I turned a wheel to skip a cutscene to deal with some enemies on the stairs, to skip another cutscene to go into a cave to deal with more enemies, and then finally finished off the chapter. Chapter 12.
Well, that... yeah, I didn't see any of that. No. Does the whole thing just...
to deal with some enemies on the stairs, to skip another... Another thing I didn't want to waste was time. So I turned a wheel to skip a cutscene to deal with some enemies on the stairs, to skip another cutscene to go into a cave to deal with more enemies, and then finally finished off the chapter. Chapter 12 has a...
Look, I don't know where it goes. I just don't think this is working, so I'm gonna have to just do it the old-fashioned way.
Another thing I didn't want to waste was time.
Alright.
So I turned a wheel to skip it.
Turned a wheel. To skip a cutscene.
Enemies on the stairs.
To fight enemies. Nope, on the stairs. Stop. There we go.
Go into a cave.
I also have Epic Rap Battles of History, J.R.R. Tolkien versus George R.R. Martin. Stuck in my head for some reason. I've never even
Go into a cave to deal with more enemies. Seem to go into a
I want just a little more on this side.
yeah, check. Another thing I didn't want to waste was time.
Alright.
So I turned a wheel to skip a cutscene to deal with some enemies on the stairs. To deal with some enemies.
So I think these guys can go there.
A wheel to skip a cutscene to deal with some enemies on the stairs to skip another. Cutscene to deal with some enemies on the stairs to skip another to skip on the stairs to skip enemies on the stairs to
This is this cutscene that's randomly here. I might cut it out.
to deal with some enemies on the stairs to skip another cutscene. Stairs to skip another cutscene to go into a.
Oh, I do remember that. Okay. To go into a cave.
Another cutscene to go into a cave to deal with more enemies and then find. Go into a cave to deal with more
No,
enemies
slushy.
and then finally finish. Final more to deal with cave to deal with
No,
more
slushy.
enemies and then cave to deal with.
Okay. So this is where I'll show the death. And now I can't. There we go. Oh, and never mind. And now I can again.
A cave to deal with more enemies.
Yeah, like you can't actually see what I'm dealing with here.
Cave to deal with more enemies and then finally finish. And finally more enemies and then
So I need it to be over by there.
enemies and then find enemies and deal with more enemies. Cave to deal with more. Seem to go into a cave. To deal with more enemies. and then more enemies, and then finally
Guess I can do that.
more enemies, and then finally finished off the chapter.
There we go.
Finished off the chapter. More enemies, and then finally finished off the chapter. Chapter 12 is a finally finished off the chapter.
Okay, we are making good progress. We just finished chapter 11 here.
Chapter.
There we go.
Chapter 12 has a trophy attached. Chapter.
There we go.
Chapter 12 has a trophy attached to it.
Cool.
Speed
Now
running
you're
the whole
well,
thing in less
hang
than
up
5
really.
minutes.
Nice.
I actually already have.
Awesome. Cool. Good progress. Oh, chapter 12 is the shortest one. Oh, let me put that death ding in. That death ding. Ugh. Excuse me. It's. Oh. I think it goes right there.
And then finally finished off the chapter.
There we go.
Chapter 12 has a trophy attached.
Okay. You got a couple dings in there. It's not that bad. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna finish chapter 12 and then I'm going to hop off for like an hour or something and eat lunch. And then I'm gonna be coming back because I am getting hungry and I know that I have leftover food. So but I do want to keep working. I feel like I can finish this today. Yeah. Especially at this rate. I mean, I know chapter 13 is like the longest one, but like by having done up to chapter 13, that means when I get back to it, I can just plow through the whole thing. And at the very least, I may not get the intro and outro stuff just yet. I will see how I feel after that, but I at the very least want to just do chapter 13, so that way the bulk of the progress is done. You know, after that it's just there's still a good amount of work to do after that. There's a lot of, you know, I have to finagle the green screen, have to do sound effects and captions and music and all the audio mastering and stuff. So like there's still a good amount of work to do, but the fact that, you know, like the editing will be done for it, or at least to a point of completion, will be quite good. Yeah. And I'll definitely work on this some next week as well. I mean, I'm gonna have to. I want to release it on I guess technically Thursday, just to get it in before the end of the month. Because my last one was June 22nd, I think. June 27th. When did my last video go up? Open link, a new tab. Videos. June 27th, yeah. So I would want to, theoretically, I would get it in like tomorrow, but I just don't see that being realistic. So is it realistic that I could get, yeah, it might be realistic that I could get the next one done like just in a month. I mean, that's what I try to do is a month, but having like, since there's 5 Fridays in August, trying to get 2 in a month might look better. Maybe. But next one is going to be super long, isn't it? All right, we'll see. Anyway, I'm getting off track. See, this is how I know I need to eat, because I'm getting distracted more easily. So let's just jump back into this. Let's just quickly do chapter 12, and then I'll call it there for now, but I'll probably be back. Or I mean, not probably. I will be back in like an hour. In fact, I might just leave my stream up and just say be back 1 hour. I don't know how to get... So I'm not actually going on break, but I'm doing the break. No, I won't, because it'll probably mute me. Never mind. Okay.
12 has a trophy attached to it.
Cool.
Speedrunning the whole thing in less
Heading
than
up
5
really.
minutes.
Nice.
I actually already have this trophy. So I don't really remember how to do this level normally, but it turns out my strategy of don't shoot a single enemy seems to work out alright. Funnily enough, on life 747, a red barrel actually fell on my head, but nothing happened.
I still think that's a good joke.
Actually fell on my head, but nothing happened. Only going to show that Nate Drake is in fact stronger than a Boeing plane. All told though, this chapter is pretty easy, and especially so because of all of these little corners that you can go and hide in to regain health, but doubly especially so because this next chapter is like the 4th layer of hell. Surprise, but double.
Okay.
There's a trophy for this chapter for doing it in a certain amount of time.
Just say that. There's so many times that like that happens, but I don't want to keep making that the joke. You know, I don't want to rely on... Oh, excuse me, man. Maybe I'll just take lunch and a nap. Have a little fucking siesta.
I already have the trophy. I already have this trophy, so I don't really remember how to do this level normally, but it turns out my strategy of don't shoot a single enemy seems to work out alright. Funnily enough, on life 7...
Hi, Slushy. He said, guys, Haven't paid attention to me in a while. Yes, I know, Slushy.
But it turns out my strategy.
That guy's easy. That was pretty good. Okay.
But it turns out my strategy of don't shoot a single enemy seems to work out alright. Funnily enough, unlike...
Actually, that's pretty good. Uh, 747. That should be good.
Funnily enough, on Life 747, a red barrel actually fell on my head. Barrel actually fell on my head. Barrel actually fell on my... Barrel actually fell on my head, but nothing happened. Only going to show that hate rate. Funnily enough, on Life 747, a red barrel actually fell on my head, but nothing happened. Only going to show that hate rate is in fact stronger than a Boeing plane. All told though, this chapter is pretty easy.
Cool, yeah. Go into here.
All told though, this chapter is pretty easy, especially so because of all these little corners that you can go and hide in. Especially so because of all these little...
Then I want to show the one, like, the corner that you're supposed to hide in.
A Boeing plane. All told though, this chapter is pretty easy, especially...
I mean, I don't need to show all of this. Nope.
Than a Boeing plane. All told though, this chapter is pretty stronger than a Boeing plane. All told though, this chapter is pretty easy, especially so because of all these little... Chapter is pretty easy. Plane. All told though, this chapter is pretty easy, especially so because of all these little corners that you can go and hide in to gain health, but double... especially so because of all these little corners that you can go and hide in to regain health, but doubly especially so because this next especially so because of all these little corners that you can go and hide in to regain health, but doubly especially so because this next chapter is like the fourth layer of
right here.
surprise regain health, but doubly especially so because this next chapter is like to regain health, but doubly especially so because this next chapter is like the fourth layer of hell.
Alright.
Surprise, surprise, chapter 13 is literally my chapter from hell because surprise, chapter 13 is literally my chapter from hell. So because this next chapter is like the fourth layer of hell. Surprise, surprise, chapter 13 is literally
Wow, I did that just... That's great.
chapter 13 is literally my chapter from hell because it took me like an hour and a half to complete. That's like half.
Okay, that's great. We're at 2 hours. Yeah. We've made a lot of progress. I mean, I know it's only like 3 minutes worth, 3 minutes 15, whatever, worth of progress, but the fact that we have gone through 3 chapters and like they're good and we just have 1 chapter left and the recap and outro, I mean technically the intro, is so awesome. So I'll be back. It's 1:30. I'll be back at like 2:30. Yeah. Okay. I guess, I don't know. Do we... I don't know how to get the thing to come back. Okay, that's not it. Browse overlays? No, not, I don't want like that. Streaming tools, overlays. AFK. Make that 1 hour, 1 minute. Save. So now if I do this, no, did not work. Oh wait, save. Okay. Well, I'll just be back in an hour. 2:30. Arthur, I hope I see you there, or I hope you catch the end of this and see that I'll be back in like an hour. Okay. See